Hello, what's going on, everybody? How you doing? How you doing? It is time for an all new another episode of Tea Time with the Buddha Bear. I hope you got your mugs and your tea bags or whatever drinks you have in your little mugs ready for tonight. It's going to be full of love, life, and happiness. Well, this second episode is going to hit you so home, it's going to make you gag. And babies, I am your host, Racel Hemingway, and my other amazing co-host, Lauren Adams, aka It Is What It Is. Yes, it's the weekend. I hope you guys are doing really, really well. I hope you guys enjoying your wonderful Saturday evening. Because even though I just came home from work, and we're actually doing something that's this was unexpected, but we're going with the flow. I'm loving this. So,
Yeah.
episode, as we already do, I like to check in with my host to see how they're really, really doing. And as today's topic is going to be betrayed in relationships, used, abused, and spiritually thrown away. This is the topic for you if you've been feeling like this for a very, very long while. And forgive me for the brightness of my wonderful apartment. Okay, there we go. Because I want you guys to really see me. Hello to everyone live. Hello, hello, hello. How you doing? Okay. And we're just gonna start like we did on the first episode. We're gonna just mentally check in, emotionally, spiritually. I'm gonna ask what what my co-host Lauren, how are you today? You can be very honest, be very blunt. This is a safe space podcast. We're not here to judge. New and improved. Okay.
Oh, well, it is what it is today.
No, what's on your mind and your heart? Let it out.
I've had my lows for today, but autumn may be around the corner, but God never let me fall, so it'll be okay.
And since I don't got no tea, I got my coconut.
Amen.
Mhm.
We go through some shit, but we never fall because God don't let us do that.
Not so easily. Definitely not
Mhm.
so easy. Not so easy at
Like I
all.
said, autumn may be around the corner, but God never let me fall, so it'll be okay.
Not at all, baby. Not at all. And this is a special
E-
guest, Mr. Bumbles, because he always keeps me company. But
Even even in my lows.
yeah, I felt that. Well, today was it wasn't bad, but it was busy. But then I was just like, I'm here for my patients. I did what Lauren told me to do. I'm here for my patients. I'm caring about them. And I'm just gonna
That's
focus
what you
on
need to do.
happiness. And that's what I did today. I've been doing it every day since, but it kept me focused because I needed that focal point because the people around you will be so quick to distract you,
They're
even
toxic.
their toxicity and their disrespectful homophobia around the effery that goes around at that place. But we're not going to talk about work right now because I'm away from that toxicity. I'm just here with my wonderful host. Shout out to Ashley if she's watching or watching. Hi, Ashley. I hope you had a great, wonderful day at the beach. Yes, have fun for me. I know she's knocked out. She has so much fun. You'll see her in the next episode, hopefully very soon. She's just been very busy at work, getting things together. And I was just, yeah. Other than that, cannot complain. I vented out how I felt and I expressed my concerns with a certain individual. And I
You
did it.
did?
I did the most professional way.
Right. How'd that go?
Oh, it went really well because he stopped hiding.
That's what he needs to do. That's why I told you. I said I know that that's a very hard thing to do because it's one of them things where you're kind of like, you know what? I mean, I've had to stomach it before and be like, okay, I don't like you, but I got to work with you. Like I've had to stomach that shit before. Like it's like I don't want nothing to do with this person. I don't want nothing to do with they drama. But it's one of the
Yeah.
things where it's like, why are you hiding from me for?
Like I'm not here to make no one uncomfortable. We all got things we got to do. We got
Right.
issues outside this thing. I'm not here to make no one uncomfortable. I'm here to do my job, make my coins, inspire people, and go home. That is all I'm
Right.
here to do. I said,
Did you do better?
hmm?
Did you do better?
Oh baby, he heard my conversation, and even my home girl agreed. Like, this person's doing too much. Like, what are you doing? Oh, it's the island thing. Do you know how many islanders that try to flirt and hit on me? That's a poor excuse. That's a sign that you're uncomfortable with who you are. You're in the closet. Cut it out.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it to you like this. I know a lizard that tried to steal my happiness one time because
Uh-huh.
he wasn't happy with himself. And that's what you have to look at it as.
Mm-hmm.
You have to look at it like that, and I agree with you on that. That's why I
Yeah,
told you I was like, I know that ain't something Ray does. I know that ain't something you want to do, but sometimes you just gotta confront them and be like, look, I don't want you.
that's why I did just like that. I don't want you. I ill just because I like the powder puffs, like the wolf. That doesn't mean I want your wolf. I'm saying it
Right.
in PG terms because I don't want to be vulgar about it. I'm being very professional about it. That's what
Right.
we're doing. That's not the type of character I am.
Right. That's why I told you I was like, I know this sucks. I know that you don't want nothing to do with that. I know you don't want to say anything to this person because they acted like a bunch of childish, childish bull BS. But at the same time, it's like, you know what? Maybe I need to step forward and be like, okay, I don't want you. I want these type of men, not this type of man. And
Mm-hmm.
unless you type of man, I don't want you. Like, I mean, unless you just type, I'm not into you. I just want to work. I'm not here to, I'm not here to do that for you. So I get what you say. That's why I said to you earlier when you messaged me and you were saying, about him hiding and stuff. Hide, but I don't want you.
Thank you. I don't give a two. I like men's, but I don't chase. No, you know how many stories I've heard from a
Right.
workplace, and they got wives and children at home. No, thank you. Nope. I
I
said this in
agree
the
with that.
last podcast. We're not repeating that. I even had other peoples that I'm not gonna mention. We're not gonna
Right.
do that. I had a situation where I was talking with someone, had a whole girlfriend on the side. No, no. And went back to the broad and moved in a new apartment with the broad. No thanks.
Right. Right. And that's, where I'm at. Fourthly is, you want to be happy, but you won't let go, and this is for everybody. This ain't just for me or Ray or anybody, but you want to be happy, but you don't know how to let go of people that left you in pieces.
Mm-hmm.
I've been there, where I've been in relationships where I wanted it to work and it didn't work. I didn't want it to work because if I wanted it to really work, then I would have been still working at it.
Exactly.
And sometimes you gotta let go of them motherfuckers.
Oh
I'm gonna
yes.
say it as is. You gotta let go of them like that because, out of all honesty, being broken and being in pieces have left damages inside of me personally that have. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like saying the next person's got to deal with the pieces that he didn't break,
Mm-hmm.
or letting go of the person that didn't break, and leaving the leftovers for the person that didn't break you.
Right.
And that's tough. That's very tough
It's
because,
challenging.
yeah, that's why I said autumn may be around the corner, but God never let me fall because of the simple fact that He knew that I'm not able to fall
At all.
at all. And
And
those are my quotes for tonight. That's something that happens a lot with with any sexuality. You want to put together back the pieces that somebody did to you. And you know what? When you get with someone, they show you how broken you are if it's your person. They show
Right.
you exactly how broken you are, but if they're willing to pick up the pieces, that's what's important.
Oh
That's
yes.
that's the part that most people don't understand. You get with your person,
Mm-hmm.
but they're going to show you how vulnerable you really are. They're going to show you exactly how torn apart you really are. And it's not in a bad way. It just says, okay, I wasn't healed from this, but this person willing to stick around to heal you.
Mm-hmm. It was.
And
Mm.
that's for damn sure. They show you. They're like, no, I wasn't healed for this. I don't know how to tolerate this. I don't know how. I have to apologize for this.
No, let it out. And it was going to bring me to my next question. Was
Yeah.
related to the topic. Um, since you've experienced being betrayed from
Yes.
someone that cares about you so much,
Yeah.
how did you start picking up the pieces
The
after being used, abused, and
So I
psychologically?
look, psychologically, I looked at it as freedom. I'm not saying that the noise wasn't there in my head. I'm not saying that it was easy. I'm not saying it wasn't one of those things where I sat there and I had to sit in my pain. I had to
Mm-hmm.
sit there in my pain. I had to feel that. And I
Mm-hmm.
was always told you need to feel that. You cannot go and not feel that because it
Mm-hmm.
teaches you a lesson that you don't understand yet. And you don't appreciate the next person until you feel it. You
Mm-hmm.
will never appreciate the next person until you feel that. This Joker used me for everything I had, every single penny I had,
Mm-hmm.
to the point that it was beyond my control. I was
Mm-hmm.
out of control with that person because I cared, because I wanted to believe in something that wasn't so. But my gut said, "Why are you doing that?"
Mm-hmm.
Your gut always will tell you. Your gut never lies. This is when I started listening to my body. How does your body and your nervous system feel around that person? If it ain't feeling right, it ain't right. I promise you.
Right.
I can promise you that. If it doesn't feel right, it ain't right. And once I started listening to that part of my body, I said, you know what? I don't need another motherfucker to come in my life to steal my peace because my lack of boundaries allowed them to do so.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
Right.
saying that. I'm not saying I'll ever totally heal from my children's father. I'm not saying I'll ever heal from being used by a
Cunt.
certain person. I'm not going to say.
We're gonna name him Mr. Cunt.
Yeah, that bitch. Um, I'm not going to say that I have healed from all that, but I can say this,
Uh-huh.
Colombian motherfucker. You can rot in the hell to which you came. Because here's the thing, there are certain people out there that will love you, and certain a one man's trash is another man's treasure.
Amen.
That's just how it is. Because what one man won't, another man will.
Come on now.
Regardless of what he has, he will do anything to make sure you have it.
Come on now. Better preach it.
And yeah, and that that's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
You can deny a bitch all you want to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you ask me openly, I'm gonna tell you openly. Unless
This is what the podcast is about.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, there are men out there and that goes for married single mothers. There's a difference between a man wanting a wife and children and wanting to experience having a wife and child. Okay? The
Right.
experience, there's an experience. So experience means I do this temporarily. Hell, bitch, we ain't on vacation. Okay. We have children. We have wife. We have, if she has to and, then you have to and too.
Mhm.
And I know what it's like to have to and a joker sit there and do not a damn thing. So as far as healing, I had to do therapy. I had to do and my biggest therapy was actually approaching the situation and not hiding from it.
Mhm.
Understanding that this is what happened to you, hold yourself accountable for half the stuff that happened, and understand that you are the reason why it happened because you could have stopped it and you didn't because you cared. So I learned to use my heart a lot less.
Mhm.
Once you start realizing you have to use your heart a lot less, it makes life simple until you give it to the right person and that person will appreciate that.
That's
That's
right.
the big that's the biggest thing because,
Mhm.
I mean, another man's gonna come around and you still in pieces. Trust me when I tell you, men know that shit.
And they
Go to a
flock
bar.
towards it.
The female that has the most men around her is the most broken female in the fucking bar. Okay, that's the most broken female in the bar. The
Mhm.
one that don't have nobody around her, that's the one that has healed herself more times than one. I am that female. Every time I've gone into somewhere, no,
Mhm.
I'm too mean for that. Why? Why? Because I have learned my lessons in how to react to an individual that don't know what kind of underwear he has on.
Mhm.
There's no such thing as a gold digger either, really.
Gold
You
digger.
just you just got to get a woman that you can afford. I mean, I'm dead serious. Like you get these guys in a bar or whatever, and I turn them down like it ain't shit,
Like it's nothing.
nothing. Because they'll sit there and be like, they'll ask for a first date and then want me to pay for my shit. When you say, and back in the 1950s, if you said hello, you became responsible.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mm. Mhm.
Nowadays, it's women taking the full responsibility of the house and not taking responsibility just for being a woman. That is why you see a lot of women in their masculinity and not in their femininity.
At
It's
all.
trauma. It is trauma. A woman that can make her own bread, trust me, that's a dangerous woman.
And she don't need no man, just to let you know.
She wants one.
She wants one, don't need it.
And you know what? A want is more powerful than a need because we want things, but we have to look at it as okay, he wants to be a part of my life, but do I want him because I already have my shit together? That's the big issue. That's the big thing. We want somebody. We want a companionship. We want a partnership. Somebody to do 50-50. Somebody to be there. And then you got men that say they want to be there and ain't.
Mhm.
And that's fine.
Oh yeah.
But don't be mad with us. That independency is another level now. You have to make us want to get into our femininity. And if you women, if you find a man that promotes you to be in that circle, let him lead. Learn how to follow.
Mhm.
You have to know that you are a helper at the end of the day, biblically, in order to know who you are as a woman.
Mm-hmm.
If a man can put you back to wanting to put makeup on, or man can put you back into wanting to dress up for him, you know you're in the right spot. That's where you should be. Because any man's gonna promote and want to see you like that. No matter what you dress like, he's gonna be very into whatever you got on. There's gonna be nothing to turn him away. But if you are to the point where you are having to be in your masculinity, that man got to go. Because that means you're doing it all on your own.
Mm-hmm.
But if he's taking the time, taking things off of you, taking the kids off of you, taking this off of you, taking this off of you, so you can do those things, pay attention. Don't be
Mm-hmm.
stupid.
Come on now.
Don't be stupid.
And ladies and gentlemen, I want you to really listen. She's also sharing this from not just from the hetero perspective. This actually happens in the for homosexuals as well. My
Yeah,
homosexual other peoples.
yeah,
Because it's the same exact thing, but just different, depending on the
yes,
roles.
yeah. And I can see where some people, I can see that community having just as much issue. I have a cousin that is like that, and they just had a baby or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations, Bailey, on that.
Congratulations.
And I knew she was that way since she was a kid. She was always tomboy, always this, always that. She cut her hair, got it short, and I knew that eventually that was going to happen. I knew that was her identity before she even came out with that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was proud of her parents for that. Um, but her wife is very took care of.
Mm-hmm.
There's that part. But I'm sure she had to go through a lot of lemons to get to that.
To make her delicious lemonade for her queen.
Yeah, yeah. We all have to go through. We all have to go through a different type of lemon to get to the right to get to the lemonade that has the sugar, that has that has the water that we need in our body.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree with that. And something that that's something that we don't really look at a lot, is what it takes to get to that person. Is we have to go through a lot of broken roads to get to that person.
A lot of detours.
A lot of broken shit.
Broken detours.
But if you can find somebody that can help you pick up the pieces and willingly,
You better cling on to that. Hold on to that one. Hold on to that person.
right,
Don't you let it go. Because
at all.
it's rare.
A rare part of relationships is this person willing to go through those things when you have those breakdowns, when you have those times where you have panic attacks, when you have low days, when when you're apologizing too much, when you are feeling this type of way.
Mm-hmm.
That is hard, because those days are the days that count the most, where you see how that person is going to be with you. Because I'm going to tell you something, if you have had to come out of a panic attack a day today, that I'm proud of you for it, because I've gone through several and it's rough.
Same. Same. I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud of people too. Whoever that's listening, I want y'all to know this is a very safe space pocket. This is a non-judgment zone. We're human beings. Hold on one
Right.
moment. I got my dinner. Hold on. Keep talking.
Yeah. He went and got his dinner. Hey, babe.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, hallelujah. I finally got my dinner.
No, it was mine.
Who's place in there?
Nobody's plates in there. I'm on a podcast. There's chicken in there.
Nothing like some delicious.
Well, I
Make
need
it
it. But that was for in the morning.
Me?
Yes.
Why you want me
Ray went and got french fries.
I was starving, y'all. Don't mind me. But I forgot where we left off because I'm starving. This is what happens when you work all evening and you don't got no food in your belly. One day I gave me she was coconut water.
I don't know. Okay. I'm on podcast. But yeah, that includes a workplace. You gonna find your work wife or work husband too.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I call it anyway. But being in the workplace and having to deal with a lot of criticism, you got to learn how to ignore the criticism and just know that you're going to do your eight. That's because you got something they don't have.
Oh yes. I recently just learned that. I found this out too. I said I must be doing something absolutely right for them to all of us
Mhm.
want to be all up on my grill. I said I must got a blessing or a light on me that people are just so iggy about. And I had to sit back and think on it. And I was like, I must be on the right path and I'm breaking through because I can't explain it. It's like I don't fake who I am. People used to tell me when I'm doing like when I'm around folks, when I'm working customer service, they think I'm fake when I'm outside of this. No, baby, this is me 24. This is me on and off the camera. I don't sugarcoat nothing who I am. I have my up days, I have my down days, just like I'm a human being. Just,
As you should.
like who said who says Racel perfect? Who said I was perfect? I'm far from it. I'm trying to figure it out like you. And
And it's because they can't figure it out for themselves that's the reason being.
mm-hmm.
They can't figure it out themselves. You know, you got men out here using and abusing women.
Mm-hmm.
Money, you know, I mean, no. I mean, I know there are some women out there dealing with that where they're providing and the man ain't providing shit in their lifetime. And that's something that, I mean, there's a difference between, okay, I accept you with nothing, but we have to build something. And there's a difference between, oh, I'm just going to use you for every fucking penny you got. There is a major difference. There is, we can build this. We don't have it right now, but we will later. And then there's the difference of, oh, money, 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 money. Every time they message you, that's all that comes down to, and then they make you feel like trash when you don't do it. That's using. Know where your red flag is with that. It's different when somebody is like, let's build this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go from here to here. That I'm okay with that because if you don't have front stage to my struggle, you don't have backstage to my success. So that's just my quote for that.
Say that again.
If you don't have front stage to my struggle, you don't have backstage to my success. Please write it down, put it on your refrigerator.
And put it on your phone.
Because there are good men out here that don't have much, but they'll give you the work. That part. I'm going to say that one again. There are good men out here that don't have much, but will give you the entire world,
And do
regardless of what they have. But it ain't all about what he's got. It ain't about all that. It ain't about all that. It's about building something together that you can solidly live on. You can make a good living off of it, and you can have a good family, and you can have a good life. It's about being substantially happy and sustained. I see a lot of stuff about some gold digging women. I'm like, maybe he should just get a female he can afford because some of
Mhm.
these women out here be tripping. I mean, they be on your social media way too much, worried about what a man has, and sometimes a man don't have it like that, but he can give you his love, he can give you affection, he can give you his time, he can validate you.
Mhm.
That's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing is somebody validating you. If he ain't validating you, get rid of that motherfucker.
Next.
I mean, get rid of that bitch. If he can't validate you as his publicly, whether it be social media or publicly, you don't need it. But he can validate somebody else. Okay. Okay. All right. That just means, baby, you want the one for him, and it's okay. It's okay not to be the one for him because you are the one for somebody else. That's a praise to God for you, not a praise to anything else. That should be praised because there are certain men out here that's going to validate that woman that you thought that you were. But the thing of the matter is you need to sit back and relax for a minute because karma is a silver platter served cold. And here's what's going to happen. Karma's going to come back around, whoop that ass real good. And then you're going to end up with the right man. And that's what's going to happen. And you got to praise him
Oh,
because I've seen that firsthand recently. You have to understand that sometimes your God's greatest gift was an unanswered prayer.
clock it.
And I wasn't even worried about praising somebody that didn't even give me a damn flower on the side of the road no how.
Mhm.
Shit. You couldn't even have time to do that, but you could get your mama some dumbass hot sauce and take her to her. Okay.
Come on now.
You could do that because you sucking your mama off. Okay. And also be careful of what relationship he has with his mother. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you there is such thing as healthy relationship, unhealthy relationship, and just red fucking flag. And trust me, at the beach there is this thing called a red flag. And trust me when I tell you, Carolyn and me have a joke about this shit. We joke around and say, "Look at that fine ass over there. It's a red flag."
Oh, Jesus. Wait. Oh, God. I'm trying not to choke on my burger.
Me and Carolyn's done that before. Rip toe coming in, red flag come out, and we're like, "Look at him.
No,
Look,
no,
look."
I got no sense. I'm trying to swallow.
That's what she said.
I'm trying to swallow. I'm going to choke on my burger.
What?
We're not repeating what we did last time. Nope.
Well, at least you didn't get Popeyes and that dry ass biscuit.
You guys, tell me how this one right here, my co-host, this one here. Every time I take a bite into my chicken or my delicious biscuit, she will say something that's completely caught me off guard. The minute I'm about to swallow my delicious
He
fried,
had tears. He had tears going.
I choked on that damn thing, and I had tears coming down my face. I said, Miss Adams, you have to warn me. You have to warn me. So she likes to do it unannounced. She's like, I'm gonna make this boy choke. If you make me choke on this podcast, no, we got folks watching us, I'm going to bite you.
No. How I'm trying not to say nothing until you get to shoot. Oh shit. It's kind of like that short girl at your work. Talking about bestie. Bitch, if you don't sit there and go on somewhere. Come on now. I disrespectfully love you and want you to leave. I love you, but I disrespectfully want your ass over there. I said that backwards. Sorry, y'all. Uh-huh. I disrespectfully don't give a fuck about your position at this job. But I know it ain't higher than mine, so do your job and go. I love you, but from over there. God, don't let me fall. From this one right here.
Then she just screamed, God, don't let me fall.
I just told you. Autumn may be around the corner, but God will not let me fall. Because he's quite fond of me and my stupid shit.
I am too.
How tall is she? Like, go on. I don't Ray, I don't give a shit. She called me bestie and I would be like, what? Who are you? Why? How? You better be talking to Ashley, not me. 'Cause Ashley, I love you, Ashley. I love you, Ashley.
I don't know if Ashley knew this. Ashley would have felt. Ashley would have said the same thing.
Ashley probably watched.
Uh-huh. Hi, Ashley. That's our thought.
Ashley, let's go get her and help her understand what best friend is. Bye. She will say bye. Bye, bitch.
I've been holding. I'm not to laugh too much because I'm trying to swallow.
Yeah, me too. But I can't do that right now.
Now,
What?
This leads me up to I think my last question. When speaking up changed everything. When speaking up changed everything.
Say that again.
Excuse me.
Damn.
Sorry, excuse me, y'all. You probably already mentioned this before, but it was going into what I was about to ask you. It said, when speaking up changed everything. Was it healing? Was it messy? Was it worth it?
I never spoke about it except to you. Actually, that was I think I did it on a podcast a long time ago talking about, I mean, I did it a long time ago with you. Was it healing?
Yeah.
It had its moments, yes. But it also was like I always say when you're going through something like that, you got to go through the tough stuff. You got to go through the pictures. You got to delete them. You got to go through the memories. It's not the breakup that hurts you. It's the memories that follow. It's that memory bullshit. And you got to go through those memories. You got to go to that last place y'all were at. You got to go and do what you used to do. You got to go visit these places. And I know that sounds messed up, but it's a part of healing and it does heal you. It hurts like hell. But if you go ahead and do it, that was like back in high school, I used to read all the notes, throw them all away. I used to do those things, but healing, healing wise, you got to sit in your pain for a little bit. You got to be willing to sit there. I've had God sit me down a couple times in that kind of pain and sit there and be like, oh, no, you ain't going nowhere. You're going to sit right here in this until you get it out. Me and Ray did a podcast a very long time ago. I don't remember which. I want to say it was 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
I went through that whole entire memory, that whole entire everything, and I let it all out. Did it help? Yes. But I had to also help myself too. The hardest part of anything is excommunicating anything to do with that person, excommunicating anything to do with their family, excommunicating anything it does with anything else. But I can tell you right now, you're going to have to do the tough stuff, which is the memories that followed that person, the places you used to go, the things you used to do. All these other things are part of healing. I mean, I know it's tough to go into a bar or a bar and grill and see the person and see where you used to sit, what you used to do, all these other things. That is tough. Breakups are always tough, but you have to realize also you have another type of freedom.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what scares us the most, and that is the freedom that comes with it.
Yeah.
I know that sounds messed up, but like if you think about it, it's like, oh, I'm free to do whatever I want.
Yeah.
And then that's what scares us the most, and then it hurts the most because then we get in our head during those time frames. But then you see how much money you have in your bank account, then you see what you're doing right for yourself, and you realize that oh, I'm not so bad off after all. But once it takes a few months, it may take you a year.
You'll take all the time you can.
Yeah, it took me a very long time. It took me close to 3 years.
Mm-hmm. It's it's tough one because I remember. I think I remember telling you too as well. I started like treating myself out more because I wasn't doing that before. I was always in the house, and
right.
And then when I got paid, I was like, you know what? Let me go to a nice little pizza spot. And this was around the year before. I think I don't know if it was last year around this time, but the year before.
It was last year. You messaged me about you were out and about.
Yeah, and I went to a pizza spot near the Village in Manhattan.
Yep.
And I went and found a deep dish Chicagoan pizza spot. And their pizza was yummy, and I had me some. It was so good. It was so delicious, made with freshness. It stuffed me up because I took the box of pizza home.
And we both lactose intolerant.
Baby, it was worth every bubble gut in my tummy. Yep. It was worth it.
And we both lactose intolerant.
It was so worth it.
It sucks getting old. Damn it.
Don't get me started. My birthday this month. Don't even get me started.
Mm-hmm.
3 weeks.
So you're 4 years old and not 40? 40 backwards is 4, Ray. At least you ain't 8. At least you ain't like 8. You know, I'm 38, so I'm 83 right now instead of 38. You start back at 4 bit.
Amazing grace.
How sweet the sound.
That orange like me. I'm just playing, y'all. This is how silly we are.
I gotta make you a cake.
Yes, I need you to come up here. Well, I'm trying to see if I can go to Vegas.
Balside would stay. but I don't only get in your way. That's the day of my birthday. Boss, I would stay,
Mhm.
but I would only be in your way.
Me.
So I must go.
But I know.
I won't think of you. I won't.
I'm glad he spit my Sprite out off his lips.
I'm sorry. No, I'm not.
I said, this woman will be spit out all my life, even though there's only one person watching.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yes.
Homophobic
I'm so
job
happy.
place. You need to get some coaching right away. Anti-Karen services. I will teach you to be a better with gay people.
And heteros.
They just need help all around.
Oh, shit.
All around help.
Woo, woo. She said they need help all around. I said,
All
damn.
around. They need help with hetero, gay, dumb, Karen, Kevin, Stephanie.
Michael.
They need help. Yeah,
All
that part.
them.
Dishwasher.
Cooks. All around,
I
all
mean,
walks of life.
all y'all are doing is serving patients in the hospital. It is not that hard, bitches, just to get along. There's nothing here to argue about. There's nothing here to be homophobic about. Just do your job, go home, motherfuckers. Like, why would it gotta be that way? You know, I'm gonna come up with a song eventually about that.
Lord have
I have
mercy.
scenarios though. See, short stuff likes the other dude that's homophobic and they a thing and they going into the other room and they doing their thing and coming out later. And then she thinks that she is the supervisor of Ray, and really she ain't the supervisor of shit. And then because the other manager quit, she thinks she gonna be in that position. You know me in scenarios, I got it figured all out.
Mm-hmm.
But yet the guy that's homophobic is also in the closet. But yet cheating on his girl with the girl that's short. We're gonna call her Rhonda, Rowdy Rhonda. And they a thing. So and so you got Rowdy Rhonda and Stephon. Because I'm gonna step on his ass, he keep on. So Stephon.
It really it clicked. That's why my face is. I'm like, oh no, oh
And
no.
then the manager that's leaving, he just got tired of her management because he wasn't doing his job because he wasn't on the floor and he was getting too many complaints because he couldn't get his shit together. But then you got, Stephanie messing with Stephon on the side who thinks that she's gonna get that position of manager and ain't been there but maybe 2 years and think that she's management material.
Mm. I can see this scenario going that way. You'd be quite surprised.
And then Stephon and Stephanie go into a secret room in the hospital and think that that's the place to do the thing, but really all they exposing themselves is to COVID, STIs, and dumb shit. Because I couldn't do it in a hospital. That's nasty.
Yep, I mentioned this in the last podcast.
You exposing your coochie parts to all kinds of things. Like, as a phlebotomist, I just know what I carry around the hospital, and I just don't want that.
Sipping my Sprite.
And then he wants critters in his stuff. No. I said critters, Stefan. He wants critters. He keeps them as pets. He's gonna name them Charles, Daniel, Roberto. Caswell. Y'all have a lot of Dominicans and Cubans up there, so we got to go with a Fabian. Stephen, not Stephen.
Oh my
God. Gaston.
Boy, that threw you for a loop. That caught me off guard.
At least you won't eaten.
That's a blessing. I'm glad my whole yeah. Now you see how you spat out your tea, didn't you?
But I bet that's what's going on. That's the bad part.
I believe it, and that's why I'm laughing so hard. I said, yeah, that is very, very obviously ridiculously true. It happens all the time.
But on top of that, they stay away from each other so much that it's because of that, probably. Do they stay away from each other a lot? We spilling tea about the hospital. Do they stay away from each other all the time?
They don't want nobody to find out how his monster was working. Yeah.
I'm telling you, that's what's going on.
It happens at any job, not just the hospitals, but at any company, any job work at.
Yeah, they got that one couple that they got. Yeah,
and they're not happy. So it's because like, why do you get in a relationship then if you're gonna do that? Just be single.
Because of the thrill of being unfaithful. And I think it's stupid. Because it takes a real man to be faithful and takes a real woman too. And real men can't be stolen, neither can real women. But yet they own Growler. Yeah. I thought that was funny when you told me that shit. When I saw the bear on that motherfucker, I thought of newborn bears, and I am so sorry. Me dying. I was like, no.
You was shocked. You was shocked.
I knew you said that was the name of the app, but I had to go look it up.
And I told you, and you stayed on the phone with me at that time, and you looked it right up. I said, put exactly what I spelled out to you. And she said, oh my God, God. She said, goddamn.
Well, it started making me think, like, is that... I mean, some pervert had to come up with that. Because I'm just thinking to myself, is that what he sound like when he go up in there? Like...
They be grunting when they grunting when it's all tight and when they all up in there and they massaging it. But I'm trying to keep the rated PG, y'all.
We are, but I'm just saying, like,
They be growling when it's that good,
But yet they married to a female.
or secretly on the DL. Anything is possible.
The possibilities are endless, sir. Possibilities are endless. But it's still stupid.
Very dumb.
Like, if you ain't happy with your sexuality, go get a new one.
You got any quotes to drop in?
No, I have to leave it with you want to be happy, but you have to let people go that have left you in pieces. That is my main quote.
That's right, babies. Yes.
That's my main quote for tonight on that.
I hope this podcast or this live stream was very therapeutic and laughable and comedy with you guys, because this is what Tea Time with the Buddha Bear is all about. We have these uncomfortable situations and conversations we have, because that's the first step of healing. Telling what's been bothering you, what's hurt you on the inside, is a part of healing. Telling your truth is healing. And that's when the healing does begin. You gotta be honest with yourself and laugh at some nonsense at time to time, because guess what? Take Lauren's journey, for example. That's an example of that woman went through a lot of stuff. And she mentioned some stuff that she already mentioned from the last podcast. But with this one, she's giving you blow by blow how she went through the situation, how she was feeling at that moment, real emotion, and how she overcame it and took the steps to healing and took initiative action to get her there.
I'll explain it in depth more on a different one when we do a different one. I'll go from the beginning to the end about it.
No worries. We definitely will get back into it. But
to help somebody else out in the same situation that I know is out theirs.
And don't repeat
Stop.
And don't repeat what Lauren went through. Trust me.
Hell no. Hell no.
Don't do it to
hell
yourself.
No. Just hell no. I don't know, but a hell no.
A hell to the but no.
Right.
Well, this concludes this episode, because God knows we went a little bit over, but I'm happy. We got them some comedic goodies inside this episode. But I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you're doing really well with it. Until the next one, please sip that delicious tea, relax, enjoy that coziness, take a load off. If you need a drink and it's a Saturday morning, get yourself a little mocktail for me, or a cocktail, whatever you may prefer, or drink some more delicious tea. Even ginger with lemon or honey, whatever you love. Even jasmine green, orange green tea. But yes, we are your host, Racel Hemingway, and Lauren Adams, aka It Is What It Is. We will talk to you on the next episode. Ta-ta for now. Peace out. And remember, you are that inner Buddha Bear, or that inner person that you always are. Because you are the shit and nothing but the shit.
So help you God.
Amen. Later, y'all.